Y'all, this next brother, I'm getting ready to bring up here. Started doing spoken word, or started doing poetry, I believe in 2006, freshman year in college. And when I mean like his flow is just like on some different level type of shit, like it's really on some different level type of shit. Like he called it hybridized poetry. So he includes motivational speaking with spoken word. And he has a motto that says everything is within you, it's innate.
Period.
And the funny thing is, y'all may not get that, because innate is actually a play on words because his name is Nate.
Period.
So everything is within you, it's innate.
Hey.
I mean, no disrespect, you know. But y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, listen up. Nate got a story to tell.
Let's go.
Assassinating diplomacy, packing cannons with missiles. Attacking La Casa Blanca, beans put bullets to windows, marching with speeches of martyrs, the words in our conscience, to honor their departures, we timing and bomb shit, so I'm writing these rhymes with revolutionist content. We don't settle for armistice, leave enemies armless, Lord, I promise. To rob your people of bondage, our oppressors need karma, so I equip with the armor, pour swords like Excalibur on the neck of these serpents. We deep like the Persians, I got the stature of Xerxes. My hands stay folded, but the churches ain't working. So God, for some spiritual murking. To these targets, I'm heartless, love, got no part in this, sniper like a marksman. As your night vision darken, park in your soul when the no-breathe zone, we about to creep slow. If you don't give us free homes, we done talking. My name is P.E.Nent the Poet. Nice to meet y'all from South Carolina, Beach Island, South Carolina. Ask me where it is. It's about as big as Vibrary, pretty much. I actually started doing poetry in 2006 at USC. Went to USC in South Carolina, kind of like a friends thing. And I'm an English graduate. Really what I started doing was, so if anybody is in school and needs a paper written, B plus or over, you get your money. As a C, I'll refund your money. But yeah, so what I started doing was I would read the stuff that we were reading, and I would turn those into poems. And that was my way of like kind of understanding life, understanding different things. The shit that I was reading, I was like, okay, I can apply this to my life, but in my own little creative, fictional way. And so, yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I tell nonfiction stories with fictional characters. And so that's what I'm getting into today. When Penn first asked me about this, this show, she doesn't know about, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? And so, but she was like, storytelling. And I am, like I said, I tell nonfiction stories with fictional characters. I have a few poems that have kind of like really like a story type build. So it was hard trying to find the ones that I was like, okay, this is going to actually give them like, it's a little plot or something like that. So I'm about to go ahead and jump into it. This poem was actually written, this is a true story. This poem was actually written about one of my friends from school. And so here we go. It's sad, my bad. Homie, I never told you thank you for removing that revolver that moved counterclockwise when I was trying to simulate Russian roulette with clockwise rules. Spin, stop, pull. Sin drops fools, but also geniuses. Upon the discovery of ignorance, benevolent intelligence seems meaningless. I am Jimi Hendrix mixed with Jimmy Neutron, rolling a salad into the blunt minus the croutons. On second thought, I am legend when my crew is gone.
Hey.
On third thought, I want some more in the group home when the soup's gone.
Wow.
Explaining to my fellow misfit toys how masters should be buried with no tombstone.
Period.
Not even in remembrance. Overthrowing dark landlords that mistreat tenants while we puff upon that grimace. I have old McDonald on the animal farm paying penance.
Talk your shit,
Talk
man.
your shit.
Oh. I never showed you appreciation from saving me from self-decapitation. You were like a Muhammad and Jesus hybrid, protecting me from the government. Or more like a bear protecting Mowgli from that jungle shit. Yet, we stayed in the wild. I've always been a lion by his lonesome, but I've always been proud. We, birds of a feather, our language kind of foul. We prayed, but we never bowed. We figured that God heard the prayers of the stubborn just as much as he listened to the submissive, but then wondered where he was when they found the body of that little girl that went missing. You see, it's times like these when atheism seems tempting. But then again, so does religion. The selection plate shine like a Cadillac when I see bruh up there pimping. I recall one day seeing the Reverend slap the I mean the demon out of somebody. Out of those two individuals, can you tell the difference? It's easy. One of them's never been a Christian. Or this, or that, or a third. The other one calls it several verses while you still call it the word. Homie, I know that I've been missing, but you never lost me. You see, I started at the end of this game called life, you know, where the boss be. The luxury of being a beginner is what it cost me. Life is not a pretty picture, but it sure is glossy. At my funeral, the piano will play softly, and I will awake singing the tune in the wrong key, contemplating my short life and if God wronged me, or if he simply missed me. When I get to those gates where the angels frisk me. If so, I would complain of discrimination because they let the archangel Michael keep his sword. And when I morphed into a beam of light, I was under the impression that I could keep my Zord. I must have skipped over the fine print, homie. No matter the length of this poem, I can never fully express my gratitude. Perhaps it's because my persona never fully reflects my attitude. Or perhaps it's because I can never fully explain how you granted me both salvation and pain. You see, you made me seek out fame in the whole world to gain when I subconsciously only wished to erase my name. I had no hand in dealing with what I was given, and secretly I often think of reneging. We all different, but when you really different, it's kind of different. In some beliefs they say that when you're phone home that you're slipping, falling, can't get up but no DMX, I would rather DMT, feeling empty, but please disregard your sympathy. The revolution is going to need that little drummer boy inside of you to turn into a symphony. It's going to need a mentality that says, if I revolted against our maker, would you send for me? But ironically, revolting would just leave he and I reunited. Sometimes I welcome death into my camp, like a dark-skinned precursor to Leonidas. I'll never kick you into a hole I haven't delved into myself, because sometimes I find comfort in the darkness. They say that we started out as clay, but over time my mind fell to Parkinson's. And then my brain wished to remove itself from me and my body because of the habitual heartlessness. Home. Fam. Bro. Hombre. My niggas. My nigga. I never told you thank you for saving me. Perhaps because somewhere deep down inside, I never really wanted to be saved.